Welcome to the second lesson of the 7th module from our cybersecurity training. This course is presented to you by TCSC London Academy and the instructor Mr. Isam Ifarud-Jain. In this lesson, we will discuss the technical challenges related to securing IoT devices. In our two previous lessons of this module, we've covered an introduction to IoT security and the connectivity technologies in IoT. Why it matters? Embedded world is one of the world's most important fairs for embedded systems. Technologies showcased in the fair are widely applicable to any company dealing with computerized hardware or the Internet of Things. In summary, the following picture shows some of the latest IoT chipset and edge trends were on full display at the 2023 Embedded World Exhibition and Conference in March 2023. As part of the Embedded World 2023 conference report, the IoT analytics team identified 19 industry trends related to IoT chipsets and edge computing, 10 of which are highlighted in this article. For more details, please refer the provided links. Now, the most important part for us as cybersecurity practitioners is covering the challenges related to secure and protect this diversity of devices, and later in the next course how to mitigate the risks related to those risks. 1. Device vulnerabilities. Many IoT devices lack robust security features, making them susceptible to various cyber attacks such as malware infections, unauthorized access, and data breaches. 2. Proliferation of devices. The exponential growth of IoT devices leads to an expanded attack surface, increasing the potential entry points for cybercriminals to exploit vulnerabilities in the network. 3. Inadequate authentication and authorization. Weak or default credentials, lack of secure authentication mechanisms, and improper access controls make IoT devices easy targets for unauthorized users to gain access and manipulate sensitive data. 4. Privacy concerns. IoT devices often collect vast amounts of personal data, raising concerns about user privacy and data protection. Unauthorized access to this data can lead to identity theft, surveillance, and misuse of personal information. 5. Lack of standardization. The absence of standardized security protocols and regulations across IoT devices and platforms complicates security efforts, leading to inconsistencies in security practices and interoperability challenges. 6. Firmware and software updates. Many IoT devices do not receive regular firmware or software updates to address security vulnerabilities, leaving them exposed to known exploits and vulnerabilities over time. 7. Supply chain risks. The complex supply chain involved in manufacturing IoT devices introduces vulnerabilities, such as tampering during production, counterfeit components, and insecure firmware updates. 8. Resource constraints. IoT devices often have limited processing power, memory, and battery life, making it challenging to implement robust security measures without compromising performance or usability. 9. Insider threats. Malicious insiders or employees with access to IoT systems may exploit their privileges to compromise device security, steal sensitive data, or disrupt operations from within the organization. 10. Lack of security awareness. End users may not be aware of the security risks associated with IoT devices or may not follow best practices for securing their devices, leading to inadvertent security breaches and compromises. In this lesson, we tried to cover 10 of the most common IoT security risks. Device vulnerabilities. Proliferation of devices. Inadequate authentication and authorization. Privacy concerns. Lack of standardization. Firmware and software updates. Supply chain risks. Resource constraints. Insider threats. Lack of security awareness. In our next lesson, we will discuss how to mitigate these risks. Stay with us to learn more. See you there.